Good morning. Sorry I'm a little late, everybody. I'm trying to get my lighting together. It's so dark in here. How are you all today? Hi, Vicky. Good morning, Vicky. How was your week? I hope it was wonderful. If you're here, say hello in the chat. And we are going to be talking about the four temperaments today. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You're going to learn about your temperament as a human being. So we're going to do a general overview, and then there is a test. There is a test in the description right now. So while you are listening to me going over just the logistics and stuff like that, please, 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 please take the test. Take the test and put the results in the chat. Which temperament are you? There are four temperaments. There is a test right now in the description of this video. So go ahead and go in there and take that test. I'm sorry, I have to take this call. So who else is here? Popcorn's Palace. Oh my gosh, tell me your name again. Popcorn's Palace. Tell me your name again. Good morning, Marva. Good morning. How are you? All right, y'all, go ahead in there and take that test. Go take that test. It's in the description, y'all. So while I'm just talking, take the test. And then tell me which temperament you are in the chat. Put it in the chat. So I'm going to let you know my temperament. I took the test already, and my temperament is choleric. Angie, that's right. That's Angie's channel. Hi, Angie. Sorry about that. All right, y'all. So where should I start? Okay, first I should start by telling you who I am. If you're new, welcome, welcome. My name is Lakisha Covert. I am a certified life coach, and I come on here every single Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk to you about life, your areas of life, and we have different topics. If you missed our past topic, which was about healthy food, oh my gosh, you missed a plethora of information. So make sure you go back to those videos on my channel about healthy food. Today, we're starting to talk about personality. So we're going to start with the four temperaments. Now, this has been out for a very, very long time, this particular test, and a lot of people have been using this test. So we're going to talk about what this test is, what does it measure, and why it should be important to you. I'm also the author of a book called Try Success, It Won't Bite: How to Live Your Life, Your Best Life, not just your life, your best life through 10 Principles of Self-Excellence. If you have not gotten this book yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead on over to Amazon. Okay, it's on Amazon. And give it to somebody for Mother's Day. You know, Mother's Day is coming up. That's a good idea. Give a book to somebody for Mother's Day. And this book, it will change your life. I know because people have told me this book has changed their life. So please make sure you get this book. Hi, Mama Michelle. My voice is going crazy. Hi, Mama Michelle. Good morning. Marva said, I'm good. At least I'm trying to be. Hey, that's all we can do, Marva. That's all we can do is try to be good. All right, y'all. Let's get into these four temperaments because I'm going to go over all four of them. So that's going to take the whole time I'm on here. And I'm going to go over all four of them. Let's see. I'm going in my notes. Speaking of notes, make sure you have your notes, y'all. Y'all see my little notebook? Isn't she so? I got this from 5 and Below, and it comes with these markers already like a part of it. You see, they're already a part of it. I thought it was freaking adorable. So I have my notes in here for today, so that's what I'm going to. But we're talking about the four temperaments. which are 4 types of, and I keep saying types because they said they're not types, they're temperaments. 4 temperaments of personality. So I have the test. Please take the test. It's in the description right now. I don't know why I keep feeling like I got lipstick on my teeth. It's in the description right now. So go to the description and take the test. It takes like 3 minutes, y'all. I already took it. It takes 3 minutes. So there's 4 temperaments. You have choleric, phlegmatic, melancholy. Is it melancholy? Wait. Melancholy. Is it melancholy? Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm saying it right. Melancholic. I think it's melancholic. And then the last one is I got them right here. Sanguine. Oh, it is melancholy. Okay. So you got choleric, phlegmatic. I can't even say it. Melancholy and sanguine. So I'll spell these out for you because if I'm having trouble saying them, that means it's gonna be hard to spell them. So that's okay. Like I'm going to say that I'll spell them out. Okay. So let's just talk in general about these 4. All right. So these temperaments came from like Greek days. I said this stuff been out for a long time, and then people have taken this and made it into like these 4 temperaments. All right, so they're saying that temperaments are not types. So this is not a personality type test. This is a personality temperament test. And you're like, okay, Lakisha, what's the type and what is the temperament? Okay, I'm taking. They're saying that personality types is like it puts you in a category of personalities where this shows like your traits and your tendencies. So temperaments show your traits and your tendencies. Like, and guess what, y'all? They're with you when you're born and they're hard to get rid of. So this test is pretty solid. That's why I want y'all to take the test. It's in the description right now. Go take the test right now and tell me which one you are. Because this is important for you to know your temperaments. You need to know your natural traits and your natural tendencies. And I'm about to break it down for you in a few minutes, each one. So once you take the test, you can see, because I'm about to talk about all 4 of them. Angie, you are phlegmatic. Okay, that's great. You're phlegmatic. Yeah, I want to see how many phlegmatic people I have on here, how many choleric, how many melancholy, and how many sanguine. I just want to see. So take the test and put your results in the chat. All right. So it says, so these temperaments actually shows a big cluster of your traits and your tendencies. That's what these temperaments did. They're telling you what you were born with and what you can't shake. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. This test tells you what you were born with and what you can't shake. That means you're pretty consistent with these tendencies I'm about to talk to you about. You're pretty consistent. So it's going to be hard for you to negate this one, say, because I know some people like, oh, I feel like that's not me. This right here, this gonna be you. This gonna be you. Mara is caloric, like me. Okay, all right, that's good. We're gonna talk about those 2, the phlegmatic and the caloric, in a minute. All right, keep taking the test. Keep taking the test. If you haven't taken it yet, it's in the description. So they're saying that so these tendencies can be continuous and you can have a low expression of these. This is important. Or you can have a high expression of these. So within these traits and temperaments, you can be on the low range or you can be in the high range. It depends on a lot of factors, y'all. Like this test does not negate your life experience, your wisdom. Like I'm choleric, and I'm about to tell you some things about choleric that is just not me right now, but I got those tendencies. I'm just saying, like once you live life, some of these tendencies you work through, but I ain't always worked through all my tendencies. Okay. Oh, Vicky, you're phlegmatic. Okay. All right. I got 2 phlegmatic and 1 choleric on here. Okay. This is good. I'm about to talk about all y'all in a minute. So just a couple more things. So this actual personality assessment came to Christians. So Christians, this is how I was introduced to these by a church. So Christians actually sign off on this personality assessment, and they work through them in their classes and things like that. And it was bought by a man named Tim LaHaye, Lahaye. Tim LaHaye is the man coined for bringing this test to the Christian people. He has a book on Amazon. So if you want to get a book on these four and like study them on Amazon, check out the Tim LaHaye books because he's the one that brought it to the church. And the church does a good job with talking about these and how it relates to your walk with God and stuff like that. Um, so they're saying these temperaments is what a person is most of the time. It's what you are most of the time. And it's how you relate to others and how you respond to events. All right, so I hope you're writing this down because I got it in my notes. Your tendencies are one, how you are most of the time. Two, it determines how you relate to others. And three, it determines how you respond to events. So those are your traits and your tendencies, okay? And they also said that it's good for parents to know their children's tendencies. So give this test to your kids. Give this test to your kids so you can understand your kids. Sometimes we be like, I just don't understand that boy. Or that girl. I don't understand that girl. I know I say that as a parent. So I'm going to give this to not only my kids, to my husband, because I want to know all their tendencies. Okay, this is going to be interesting. And then it says, your temperament is a force. It's a force within you. It's part of your personality. And it is like a color or a fingerprint. Everybody has these tendencies, but not at the same level and not at the same expression. Okay. And your temperament is a need and want. Your traits and your temperaments is what you need and it's what you want, whether you admit it or not. Your temperaments are what you need and want, whether you admit it or not. All right, y'all ready to get into it? Let's see who else took the test. Hi, Kim. Okay, Kim is a phlegmatic. All right, we got 3 phlegmatics and 1 choleric. Okay. Yes, he did the Left Behind series. That's right, Marvin. Marvin, you're good. Yeah, and he's done that man right there. When I looked him up, Tim LaHaye, that man wrote a lot of stuff. He did a lot of movies and he wrote a lot of books. I don't even know how he had enough time to do all that. But yeah, he did the series Left Behind, which was jarring if you haven't seen it. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. All right, so let's talk about these 4 in terms of like seasons, because they're saying like it's 4 of them. So they represent the 4 seasons and they represent the 4 elements. So if you are choleric people, get your pen and paper out. If you are choleric, you represent the season of summer. That's me. I'm choleric too. You represent the season of summer and you represent the element of fire. Summer fire. So we're going to call choleric summer fire. Okay. And I don't know what's going on today. I think because it's getting hot outside and all these daggone this pollen and crap are out. So excuse me, y'all. It's something going on over here. I don't know what's going on. All right. So your season is summer and you are fire, cholerics. Okay. So we're gonna talk about cholerics first because that's mine. And I see that's Marva's and that's probably somebody else. All right. So cholerics, you are. And remember, you're on a range. So just because you have these things doesn't mean you have a high range of these things. You have low expressions of some and you have high expressions of some. So I actually have it on my computer right here. So it says cholerics, you are practical. You are quick thinkers. You're known as the leaders. Out of all these personalities, cholerics are the leaders. So that's how I know I'm a leader because Usually, if you have people who like leading, now these people like leading. Some people leading in stress, cholerics like leading, and they're actually really, really good at it. And because it's their natural born thing. I remember my sister who told me, she was like, Lakisha, you was born a leader. And I thought she was just being nice, but actually she was prophetic because that's what the cholerics are. They born leaders. Um, Cholerics are enthusiastic, and they will not give up. They will not give up. Like I have been doing this particular YouTube Success Saturday for what, 2 years? Sometimes I can't, but every time I can, I'm on here. I'm very consistent. I'm choleric. I'm consistent. I ain't gonna give up, and I'm a leader. That's how we are. Our passion is to win. Like we do not like to fail at stuff. We like to win at things, and we're very strong-willed. So it's hard to tell a choleric, give a choleric advice and tell cholerics what to do, because we strong-willed people. We don't care what you say. We won't do it anyway. We don't listen to nobody, okay? Cholerics are very independent. Cholerics don't need nobody around. Like some of the other ones I'm about to tell you about, they need people around. As a choleric, you don't really need people to be motivated. You're very your want is like self-love. Like you're very self-centered, not in a bad way, but you are very in tuned. This is a better word. Cholerics are very in tuned with themselves. Okay. Um, you like goal setting and making goals. I know I do. That's why I'm a life coach. You like pressure, whether you like it or not. You like the pressure is exciting to you when you have pressure. Now, some pressure is too much. Like, you got to weigh the scales. But in general, when the pressure is on, watch a choleric. They're smooth as butter under pressure. Okay. Look at Marva. She's like, oh my gosh, you talk about me. Um, Cholerics got high energy. I mean, they got high energy. Yeah, like me. We like to talk. We like to move around. Our bodies can't stay still. Like cholerics have to move. Like we just high energy, high thinking. And you know what? People used to say that was negative, but they looked at that as negative about me. And I had to come to terms with who God made me. I'm like, I can't help God made me energetic, a leader, a go-getter. Like I can't help. That's how, so people like, you're so busy all the time. Slow down. Like when I slow down, I'm working because that's how I was made. Like I love working. It's just relax. Working is relaxing. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but for the choleric, working is relaxing. Um, Cholerics are doers. They're direct. They want results. They want results. Like it bothers me when I have a project that's not finished. That bothers me. Like I have to see a project all the way through to the end, or I have a problem. So that causes me not to procrastinate, which is a good thing because it makes me upset not to finish something or to have something undone. I hate in progress. When somebody say in progress, I want the results. Okay, I want to get to the end of it so I can move to the next thing. And that's another thing about cholerics. They're usually very successful because they hit those bars and they don't stop. This bar has been hit, they go. This bar has been hit, this bar has been hit. And lastly, what I want to say is that cholerics are visionaries and they hold others accountable and they stimulate others to do stuff. I remember my niece. I came in the room one day and my niece was like, when Aunt Keisha come in the room, she make everybody want to get up and do something. I was like, what? What I do? Like, I just walked in the room. So my presence is energetic. Like, as a choleric, you have to know your presence. You have a strong presence if you're a choleric. So you have to learn how to have wisdom with your presence because sometimes it's too much for people. Sometimes your presence is too much. So you have to learn how to strategically stay quiet and sit back a little bit because when you walk in a room, your presence comes in there with you. I have been called all my life sunshine. I have been, even from strangers. I'm telling y'all, I know my presence is like sunshine. It's like light coming in the room. I already know this. And I'm not saying this because I think I'm all that in a bag of chips with. I kind of am. But anyway. But I know my presence is strong because I get it from strangers. I don't just get it from my friends. Like strangers come up to me and say stuff like that. So I know my presence is strong. So for cholerics, you have to know your impact on others because sometimes it's too harsh and you don't know it. And I have been called mean. Sometimes a choleric has been called mean because I'm very direct. So to some people, my directness is meanness. And at first I didn't understand it, but now I understand that. So I walk with wisdom with my personality traits. Yes, I do. I walk with wisdom right now. So I won't show up as mean because some people have never seen my true choleric side. So they don't think, they're like, oh, Lakisha, you're so nice. Yeah, y'all think I'm nice. Y'all think I'm nice. Y'all think I'm nice. But that's because I got some wisdom about me. I'm old. Yeah, you didn't want to see me when I was younger. You didn't want to see me when I was just younger, stuff like that. But so with wisdom, cholerics can balance their personality enough and get stuff done and be a beautiful person and lead people in a very good way. We're known as the generals. We'll lead people in a very good way. Marva said, yes, it is. And yes, you are. Oh, thank you, Marva. All right. So let's talk about the weaknesses. We got weaknesses. Yeah. So cholerics are known to be, like I said, bossy, mean, apathetic. Um, we're known to hold grudges. Um, Sometimes we get too busy for our families. Sometimes we get too busy for our family. What I've learned to do is pencil my family into my schedule because I get too busy for my family. Okay. These are our weaknesses. We tend to over dominate. I just talked about that. We can't relax. I don't think I can't relax. I just think my relaxation looks busy to some people, but it's relaxing to me. Um, I can I say cholerics. Cholerics. Cholerics can be domineering and demanding. And they must be in control. Like we got to be in control. Mhm. So I know controlling when I see it. Okay? Because I'm controlling sometimes. Um, we can be sarcastic and critical. Okay, so we got to watch that part about us when we get mad or when we get frustrated, cholerics. We can be a little sarcastic and critical. All right. And we enjoy arguing. We enjoy talking and arguing. We don't shy away from arguments. We just don't. We love it. Okay. So if you see somebody who just loves to argue, they're probably choleric. And we think we know everything. So that's hard to hear because you're like, well, I don't think I know everything. Oh, yes, you do for real. Yes, you do for real. But you have learned how to control your tendency to think you know everything. Okay. You learn to have a learning orientation about yourself. Okay. All right, cholerics. Let's give cholerics a hand. Shout out to the cholerics because I'm moving away from y'all. Okay, them cholerics are some lions. Them cholerics are the lions of them. All right, let's go to the phlegmatic because I see some people are phlegmatic. And for those of you who just joined, please take the assessment in the description. It will tell you which one of these four temperaments you are because we already did choleric. Now we're going to go to phlegmatic. Phlegmatic. So let me go down to phlegmatic. Okay, so phlegmatic, you are the season of winter. So get your pen and paper out, phlegmatics. You are the season of winter. Marva, so funny. And you are the element of water. So you're like the opposite of cholerics, phlegmatic, because cholerics are summer and fire. And phlegmatics, you are winter and water. How that's interesting. You're the opposite of the choleric. All right, so let's talk about your strengths. All right, so if you are phlegmatic, you are steady. If you want to rely on somebody, hunty, you can rely on that phlegmatic, honey. Okay, the phlegmatics got you. Okay. All right. So they are very steady, not easily moved. They're consistent. They're patient. Okay. Great parents. Like phlegmatics are amazing parents, but like cholerics are amazing parents, but we're more amazing parents for little ones. See, cholerics are like lions. We protect our cubs, but phlegmatics, steady all the way through. It's totally reliable for their kids. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Um, Phlegmatics try to stay free from stress and worry as much as possible, even if they have to check out. They try to stay free from stress and worry. They try to live a balanced life. To them, calm is important. Quiet is important. Like for a phlegmatic, they should learn how to meditate. Meditation is their thing. It's their zhuzh. Like that's awesome for them. They're easygoing. They're very witty, though. These are the people who are quiet, but when they open their mouth, they funny as a mug. Okay, you might be talking to a phlegmatic. Phlegmatics, are y'all funny? Do people tell y'all funny? Because y'all are hilarious. You have like a dry humor. Phlegmatics are known to be cool, calm, and collect. You bring peace. Like a choleric walks in a room, it's like fire. But when you walk in a room, it's like water. It's like you bring that peace. And this is so good to have a phlegmatic at work because work tends to be stressful, but a phlegmatic brings the peace to work. Okay. And that's a good thing. Hi, Classy and Caffeinated. Welcome. Tell me your name again. Tell me your name again. And Classy and Caffeinated, make sure you take the temperament test. It's in the description. And tell me in the chat what your temperament is. We're on phlegmatic right now, talking about the strengths. And guess what? Phlegmatics are also great leaders. They're great leaders. People like to lead them, be led by them, especially like a fiery choleric likes to be led by a phlegmatic because a phlegmatic mitigates things and they calm things down. So people like to be led by them because they calm. They know how to mitigate problems really well and things like that. This truly describes me to a T. Yes, Angie. I told y'all this test is super accurate. That out of all the tests, y'all need to listen to this. And you can tell with these four, it's easy to diagnose a person. Like I did, I looked at my friends. I was like, you this and you this. You can diagnose people real easy because only four of them and the traits are very strong. Miranda. Hi, Miranda. Welcome. So glad to have you. All right, Miranda, take the test. Let us know what temperament you are, okay? All right. So the phlegmatics take quality time with their family, and family comes first. And I apologize, y'all. My phone keeps ringing. That means something's happening. Oh, that's the government telling me I'm eligible for a booster shot. Sorry, y'all. Phlegmatics, you have the gift of temperaments, long suffering. We just talked about that on Michelle's podcast. How to be long suffering. So that's the gift of the phlegmatic. So Vicky, that's your gift. And Vicky was on the podcast. They're easy to get along with. They don't offend others. Like we can learn a lot from phlegmatics. We can learn a lot from them because they're really good people. They really good gaugers of people, and they're just simply really good people. They walk away from arguments. They don't like arguing like them cholerics. Them cholerics like all the argue, but a phlegmatic will walk away from your butt. Yes, please hit that like button so people can know. I'm having fun with this, y'all. They're very good listeners and they're predictable. Everybody needs a phlegmatic in their life. I'm sorry. You need that steady, good listener that's predictable, that calms people down. I want my husband to take this test because I think he's a phlegmatic. And cholerics love phlegmatics because of that calmness, they calm everything down. unless we really want them to do something. If you really want the phlegmatic to do something and go, they're not going to do it. That's going to frustrate you a little bit. They're not going to do all that. Okay, well, let's talk about their weaknesses. Like, y'all ready, phlegmatics out there? Y'all ready to hear about y'all weakness? And remember, some of these you may have outgrown and worked through, but in general, it's part of your traits. All right, so the phlegmatic weaknesses. Hi, Michelle. The phlegmatic. I just went over cholerics, Michelle. You might want to back up a little bit. Michelle is a choleric, like me. Weaknesses of the phlegmatic. They're introvert, which to me is not a weakness. I don't even know why it's over there. I think introverts are wonderful. They're watchers, not doers. So when it comes to like setting goals and goal getting, they're gonna watch somebody else do it, but they're gonna be like, oh, you're so wonderful. They're gonna encourage you, but they're not gonna be doing all that. They can be unenthusiastic, like where everybody's like, yay, they just sitting there drinking their coffee like this. While everybody's like, they're the person sitting quietly while everybody jumping and screaming. They're not gonna be on the same wavelength. They're not team players sometimes. Like they will walk away. They be like, I don't, that's y'all over there. That's the phlegmatics. They be like, that's y'all over there. That's not me. It says as a weakness, phlegmatics, that you tend to get lazy and tired easily. I don't know if it's lazy. Well, maybe it might be. Y'all phlegmatics, y'all tell me. But I think it's because you're an introvert and you get tired. Now, you do get tired of people. Phlegmatics get tired of people. They want, like, y'all just leave me alone for a minute. And that may come off as lazy. Or sometimes they just may get lazy. Like, know what? I'm not doing a darn thing. And that's okay. They have a tendency to avoid responsibility and extra business. Like, don't give me all that extra stuff. This is what do you want me to do? And I won't do that. Don't give me no extra stuff. Okay. They tend to not be tidy in their homes. So that may be due to the tiredness or maybe due to a lack of organization. They don't discipline well. They don't discipline well. They go to and fro. They go to and fro and do as they please. And they're going to tell you they're going to do something and they never going to do it. So that is a weakness. Not saying you like that all the time, but you may be like that when you're in your weak spot, Okay. So Miranda, you are choleric. Okay. So go rewind back a little bit because we just got finished talking about cholerics because I'm a choleric too, Miranda. They must be nudged to participate. So these are the people you got to say, come on, phlegmatics, come on, participate, please. You got to nudge them because, on their birthday, they be like, what you doing, phlegmatic? Nothing. Come on, you got the girlfriends. You like the girlfriends that's going to come and just pull you out the house because you're not going by yourself. You have the tendency to judge others in your weakness and resist change. Okay, judging others and resisting change. And you hold grudges and you can be possessive a little bit, just a little bit possessive, and you can hold grudges too. That's the same as cholerics. Cholerics can hold grudges and phlegmatics can hold grudges. And you may discourage others because you have these things within you that show up as like fear and things like that. Sometimes you portray is that portrayed? No. You put it on other people. You put it on other people. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You put it on other people. Yeah. So phlegmatics, if you want someone in your life that's cool, calm under pressure, a little funny, they know how to handle situations. They're not going to get all rowdy, body. You know what I'm saying? These are smooth criminals. You know what I'm saying? Them phlegmatics. You know what I'm saying? That's what phlegmatics are. You said your husband is calm. Yes. So Miranda, if you are choleric, Your husband is probably phlegmatic. Cholerics, we like that balance. They're the opposite of us. So we're really hype. We like spouses that are really calm. So if you're choleric, you might want to think about that if you're dating. If you're dating, now your dream person, choleric, may be another choleric. That might be your dream person. But in reality, a choleric needs a calming spirit around them because our spirits is too whirlwind. And two whirlwinds don't mix. They don't mix really. Okay. So you need a calming spirit around you. Or like two phlegmatics would be beautiful together, I think. That would be wonderful. But a choleric, you like that calming spirit around you. It's hard for you to be around another hype spirit because that all that hypeness, it just negates each other. All right. So cholerics, find somebody calm. Phlegmatics, find a choleric. Phlegmatic, you need a choleric. Phlegmatic, you need somebody that's about ride because you just so calm that sometimes you need somebody to step in front of you and go, what you say about my you need a choleric to say, what you say about my phlegmatic over here? What you say about my phlegmatic? Okay. Don't be messing with my phlegmatic over here. It's like you need somebody like that in your life. So I think a choleric and a phlegmatic is a good couple. All right. So I didn't see anybody who, let me see. Did anybody take the test who was melancholy? Did anybody take the test who was melancholy? All right. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on melancholy because we don't have anybody on here yet that's melancholy. But if you're melancholy, go ahead and put it in the chat. If you just joined us, make sure you take the test. The test is in the description. Okay. The test is in the description. Take the test. Now we're going over the four temperaments. We've already gone over choleric and we've gone over phlegmatic. Now we're going to go over melancholy. Melancholy is like the season of fall. So when you think of a melancholy person, you think of someone in the season of fall, and the element is earth. It's earth. It's fall. It's like those, just think about those rustic colors, those like rusty oranges and those rusty reds. That's what I think of when I think of melancholy. Okay. So cholerics are fire in summer, phlegmatics are winter and water. Now melancholy, they are the earth in their autumn. Okay. So do we have any melancholy on here? All right, but let's go over their strengths. So melancholy people are very, very artistic. These are your like singers, your musicians, your artistes. They draw, they write movies, they do poetry, they do hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They're like very artistic people. So if you have anybody in your life who loves to sing, loves art, loves plays and theater and things like that, that's your melancholy person, okay? They're very into themselves. Like intimacy is no problem for them. They have intimacy with themselves and it's no problem. And they have deep feeling. So they're very sensitive. I was watching TikTok and Cardi B was on there and she was like, I'm a sensitive gangster. She's probably melancholy. She's probably choleric and melancholy. So you can be two of them. You can be two of them. Like I feel like I'm choleric with a little bit of sanguine. I'm gonna tell you sanguine in a minute. But you normally have two. You have a dominant one and then you have a partner one. So I believe Cardi B is like a choleric and melancholy because she's very artistic, but she's very dominant, right? So and she says, I'm a sensitive gangster. Well, the sensitive part of you is the melancholy part of you, and the gangster part of you is the choleric part of you. Oh, you said one of your twins. One of your twins is melancholy. Okay. This is so good to know as parents, y'all, because we are not understanding our children, especially when they become teenagers and they don't talk to us. Like we don't really understand them, but give them this test and it will tell you your children's traits and your grandchildren's traits, and it will help you understand them and know what to do with them. You have some melancholy too? Oh, okay. Let me find out you like Cardi B, Michelle. Michelle, that means you are Choleric melancholy. Yes. I can see that with your shop. With your shop, they're very creative. So let's see about your strengths of the melancholy trait temperament. Melancholy people are deep and thoughtful, they're reserved, and they're analytic. So these people are very cerebral. They're thinkers. They love to think. Um, they're talented and they're very creative. And I think thinking and creativity goes hand in hand. Thinking and being analytical, that goes hand in hand. They're perfectionists. So, and this is on the strength side. Sometimes people look at perfectionism as a weakness. I think it'd be both, depending on the context. But they're perfectionists. They like stuff done right. If you want something done right, go to that melancholy person. And they may take a long time to do it, but they're gonna do it right, though. They're gonna do it right. They are prayer warriors. Michelle, I'm not making that up, Michelle. It says it right here. They're prayer warriors. You know a prayer warrior? You probably know a melancholy person. Somebody got melancholy in their personality. They are prayer warriors. You want them to pray for you, okay? They got God's ear. From their mouth to God's ears. So have them pray for you. So all the melancholies out there, pray for Lakisha, okay? Because that ain't part of my personality. So pray for me. I pray, but I don't think I'm a prayer warrior. I think I'm more of a worshiper. Michelle said, "That's me." Hi, Tori. Good morning, Tori. Tori, welcome. Make sure you take the test in the description. We're talking about the 4 temperaments, and you have to be one of the 4. Take the test. Let me know which one you are, so I can see who I have on here. All right, we're talking about melancholy right now. Melancholy people appreciate beauty. They like things beautiful and pretty and elegant. You're going to see them. They're going to beat their face. They're going to beat their face. They're going to wear their outfit. They're going to have their earrings. Like you ever see people who are like, they look eclectic and they might have their hair and it's just like they don't care about what nobody else think about their outfit, honey. Okay, nobody. That's the melancholy. They don't care. They're gonna have their hair their way. They're gonna have their outfit on. They're gonna show up like it's just a regular normal day. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. That's the melancholy because they're artistic. So they walk with the artistic expression, even in their dress and in their hair and in their makeup. They walk with the artistic expression. That's their energy. They're very sensitive. So if you have a melancholy child or a sibling or a spouse, watch what you say. You can't say anything to a melancholy. They sensitive. You can't say anything to them. They don't like it. They don't like it. I believe my daughter has some melancholy in her because I really have to watch what I say because I think it's because not because they're I mean, they want to please people, but I think it's more the reason why they're so sensitive because they're artistic. So even words have a deep meaning to them. So when you use your words curtly at them and words have a deep meaning, it cuts them a little deeper than another temperament. Okay. Tori, you are melancholy. What's E? What's ME? Oh, you say you are melancholy. Oh, you say you must be melancholy. Take the test, Tori. Did you take the test? Take the test. Melancholy, they're very neat and tidy. They're neat and tidy. So they know how to organize, keep everything neat. I need a melancholy in my life because I'm not neat and tidy all the time. I mean, I like stuff in order, decency and order, but when I'm stressed out, my stuff gets out of control. A melancholy, you probably, that stuff, even when they stress, this stuff is not out of control. It says they're great teachers. Melancholy are great teachers. So you're talking about at work. At work, the person who likes to teach you stuff, the person people lean on to show them how to do things. I have a great person like that on my team at work. I'll be like, can you show me how to do this? I'll be like, can you show me? And so melancholy people hear that all the time. Can you show me? Can you teach me? They hear that. If you are a person that people always go to for you to show and teach them something, you probably got some melancholy in you. Marva said, I need a melancholy too. Yes, and that's why the church, I think, gravitated toward this test because we need all 4 of these. If you have all 4 of these on your team at work, that's a powerful team. If you have all 4 of these in your house, that's a powerful household, honey. Okay. So the goal, if you have friends, I would try to have 4 friends and 4 friends that have different personalities. That's a powerful friendship. Okay, because y'all gonna compliment each other real nice. You know what I'm saying? Tori said, I'm just coming in, had to take my daughter to school. Okay, take your time, Tori. Michelle said I must be 50-50. They're inventive, they're good listeners, they're counselors. They're happy to be in the background, which to me is amazing. These people have strong presences, but they're happy just to lay back. That is like wisdom and strength right there. They tend to avoid conflict. They're gonna be like, nah, I ain't even getting into that with you. Nah, that's all right. They don't like conflict, and they're gonna, the way they do, they're not gonna, like, the choleric likes conflict, the phlegmatic will walk away from conflict, and then the melancholy just avoids it altogether. They're open to receiving wisdom and giving it, and they believe in the letter of the law. Like, if there's a process, they will follow the process to the T. If there's a law, they're going to follow the law. If there's a rule, they're going to follow the rule. That's how they are. And that is opposite of choleric. Choleric don't care about no rules. Choleric going to do what they want to do. And if they follow a rule, it's because they like it, or it's because they like you. But that's the only reason why choleric follows the rule. But the melancholy, they like following the rule. It's actually part of their personality to follow the rule. And you need people like that on your team to say, wait, let's back it up. Remember why we doing this. Remember the steps we're supposed to take. Y'all need somebody like that on y'all team, on y'all personal team and professional team. They're valuable people. They're valuable to be on your team. And their sensitivity checks everybody. They're so sensitive that they will check you. And so you need that person. You ain't going to like everything a melancholy got to say because they're going to check you. But that's all right. They do it out of love. And they have very good self-control and self-discipline. So phlegmatics and cholerics can learn from melancholy and how to be more disciplined. Okay. I think we all can learn from them. Okay, weaknesses. Now, melancholy, as good as you are, you got some weaknesses. So, melancholy, you tend to be moody and sometimes depressed. Ooh, I don't even want to say that. This says you can be a candidate for manic depression. I think that might be maybe that's related to the sensitivity. Oh, you said, yep, your son. Okay. Your son is a melancholy. Okay, that makes sense, Michelle. Marva, you might be 80-20, so you might be choleric and melancholy. Okay. Another weakness is you do not forgive easily. You don't forgive easily. So just know that about yourself and try to work on forgiving, because forgiving is not for them. It's for who? It's for you. You got 4 fingers pointing out. You got 1 pointing back at you. So remember, forgiveness is for you. Okay, I had to read that twice. They said a weakness is that you enjoy being hurt. Say what now? Say what? Enjoy being hurt. I don't understand that. Why would they say that? Okay, so under that it says low self. You can have a tendency to have a low self-image and false humility. How interesting. A low self-image and false humility. Humility, that's like a dichotomy. Is it? Well, maybe not really. You tend to be very critical of yourself. Maybe that is what leads to your depression, is that you're so critical of yourself. Okay. And you're very suspicious of others. So that's hard, right? That's hard. And that's a lot of melancholy people are very cerebral. So all these things I'm saying is mental. So you have to watch it. You have to know that you are a cerebral person if you're melancholy, and you have to check your thoughts and really, really work on checking your thoughts and not getting down into that sinking place. You demand privacy. Wow. You demand privacy. Like everybody knows to stay away. Stay away. Back up. Everybody knows that. Another weakness is you may have feelings of persecution. So your suspicion of others may have you perceive that people are against you when they're probably really not. Okay. You linger on past hurts and it seems like you enjoy it. I don't like the word enjoy. I don't like that they're using that you enjoy it. But I can see why you may linger on past hurts, because if you're a cerebral person, you keep your memories. You keep your memories. So it seems like you can't let it go, almost as if it's serving another purpose for you. But you have to let it go. But it seems like you can't let it go because you just keep talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over, and it's in the past. Another weakness is that you're very proud. Sometimes you can be impractical, slow to make decisions, too meticulous for kids. You may be too meticulous because most kids are like, so it's hard for kids to be like boom, 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 boom. So you may be too meticulous for them, and you lose confidence in others pretty easily. You dwell on guilt, and you're hard to please. And some people are hard to meet up to your standards. So you're very hard to please and hard for people to meet up to your standards, because you have it's almost like melancholy means military. It's like that military mindset, And so when you can't be perfect, when you can't do it like this, you may sink down into your depression, your guilt, your feeling like suspicious of others, like all that may come to play. So as a melancholy person, just know that you're cerebral. Like you really have to work on protecting your mind, because your mind is everything to you. You are creative. You are sensitive. That's all in the mind. So your weaknesses are attached to that. Okay. All right. We got one more to do, y'all. Guess which one it is? Last but certainly not least is sanguine. Now, sanguine is my second one. Michelle said 100% my son militant was in the army. See? Absolutely. Sanguine. This is the last one. This is my second one. So I'm a cleric and I'm a sanguine. So I can talk from this one a little bit from personal experience. So even though the test below gave you one, you're more likely to have two of these, of one that's dominant and then one that's secondary. Okay. So for me, I'm a choleric sanguine. All right. Who took the test and they are sanguine? Take the test. It's in the description if you're looking. If you're sanguine, put it in the chat. All right. Put it in the chat. All right. So sanguine. Clerics are fire, Phlagmatics are water, Melancholy is earth. Sanguine, guess what you are? You are air. You are air, and your season is spring. Sanguine, you're air, and your season is spring. So I've already talked about cholerics, Phlagmatics, Melancholy, and now I'm talking about sanguine. Take the test in the description. Let me know if you are one of these. So for all my sanguines out there, this is my second one. So let's talk about your stress and who you are. So sanguines, first of all, are emotional beings. They're emotional, and they wear their emotions on their sleeve. Like, you're going to know how a sanguine feels. They cannot hide it. They cannot hide it at all. But it's the appealing part of them. So sanguines are leaders too. People love to be led by sanguines because they're very personable. They're outgoing. They're extroverts. They love them. They're funny. They laugh at others. Life is a big box of chocolates for sanguines. They're absolutely beautiful people that they make everybody feel good. Talking about somebody's presence that just makes everybody just feel happy. Like, When people remember a sanguine, they're never going to remember the bad stuff about the sanguine, because the good stuff about them just overpowers everything. So the sanguine, they hold on to listeners. So sanguine like to talk. Okay, they like to talk a lot, and they gonna hold on. If you listen to them, they gonna give you something to listen to, honey. They storytellers, honey. Sanguines love telling stories. You ever see somebody who these people like telling stories? They like telling stories in their circle or really on a big stage. You'll see these people being the ones that doing TED Talks and stuff like that. Sanguines are funny. They have big personalities. They wear the emotions on their sleeves unapologetically, and everybody loves them. So who in your family is a sanguine? Like, can you think of anybody in your family who's a sanguine? Like, I know I got it. It's my second one. Like, I know. Um, it says they're good on stage. Hence, I'm talking to you right now. They're good on stage. Like, they can move a crowd. Okay. They make friends really easily. These people have a large friend circle, honey. They got friends all, they love their friends. They're going to value their friendship. A sanguine can teach you how to be a nice friend. They love their friends. Oh, your son Mara is a sanguine. Okay. Um, so even though they're bigger than life and they're entertaining, they're funny, they tell stories, they're also very tender and compassionate. I mean, they're beautiful people. They're tender, they're compassionate, they think about you. These are the people who think about people when you are not. Like, I like being around sanguines because sometimes as a choleric, I don't need nobody. I don't care about nobody. But a sanguine would be like, no, what, we need to get flowers and so and so. I'd be like, oh, like a sanguine will always remember birthdays and like anniversaries and like holidays. Like, sanguines, those things are important to them because they include friends and family. So if you want to keep up with people, if you feel like that's a weakness of yours, that you're not really a thoughtful person like that, a sanguine, that's their strength. They're optimistic. These people, the glass is half full, not half empty. So they're very positive people. Oh, so you said that's Nigel. Okay. Nigel is a sanguine. Oh my God. That's Michelle's cousin. He is such a sanguine. That's very true. They're energetic. So just imagine, I'm choleric, which is energetic, and I have sanguine as I got the double energy in me. So when I show up, it's like, let's go. So if you know somebody who's choleric and sanguine, watch out. That I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know. Um, they're envied by others. Ooh, this is a good one. People envy sanguines. So sanguines, just know you got some haters. This is the first personality today that it says other people envies them. So sanguines, you have to protect your circle and protect yourself because you're gonna have haters. I'm just saying. Um, they like spontaneous activities. Okay, they get bored easy. Like sanguines, they like life. They like different stuff. They'll try anything. They'll try anything, and then they'll tell you a story about what they tried. That's that sanguine. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get on there. Oh my gosh, yeah, I got on here, and it was so much fun. You got those people, those them sanguines. Tori said, I'm with you, Michelle. I might be 50-50. I love celebrating people's birthdays. Yes. Okay, Tori. Sanguines apologize quickly. That's why people love them too. They don't make no enemies, really. If they know they effed up, they just gonna say, I effed up. I'm sorry. I just effed up. I'm sorry. No hard feelings. Give me some dap. You know what I'm saying? We still brothers, you know. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They're very trusting too. Oh my God. I think I have a cousin that's a sanguine because it's like he's a glutton for punishment. He's so sweet, though. He's so sweet, but he trusts everybody. I'm like, please stop trusting these people. Aren't they showing you they hate us? He trusts them anyway. That's that sanguine. They're very forgiving people. And that's why people like being around them. And that's why people hate them. It's like, Why can't you just be mad? Why you have to forgive everybody? That's what they do. It's their natural tendency. They like to play. They're very charming at work. These are the charming people at work. These are the people that when they don't show up to work, the energy is different. Sanguines at work, everybody needs them at work. If there's only one sanguine at work and they don't show up, everybody missed them. Everybody missed them. They are the life of the party at work. Okay. They're the life of the party, period. But sanguines are very valued at work. And people say, people actually need their energy. Like I've had people tell me that at work, like they need Lakisha time. Y'all, they say that. I need Lakisha time. And they don't need the cleric in Lakisha. They need the sanguine in Lakisha. Okay. So sanguines, you got to know your power. You are the life of the party. You make people's lives, you brighten people's spirits. Okay. You inspire others to join. Very persuasive. Sanguines are your salespeople. They're very persuasive people. Okay. They turn a disaster into humor. These are the people when everybody's sad, they break out with a joke. Yeah, that ever happen to y'all? Everybody's overwhelmed or sad, and they'll say something funny, and everybody just busts out laughing. That is your sanguine. That could be your phlegmatic too. A phlegmatic would do that too. It says volunteers for jobs, so that's nice. That's why they're leaders. Sanguines are leaders. They'll be like, okay, what you need me to do? What you need me to do? We gotta get this done. Come on, y'all. That's a leader. So if you see somebody who steps in to get things done, that's a sanguine. And it says they look great on the surface. So they look like they always got something going on. They always put together, even though they may not be. All right. As great as sanguines are, they got some weaknesses, y'all. They got some weaknesses. Y'all ready? All right. Sanguines' weaknesses. Oh no, I just closed out my thing. Give me a second, y'all. All right. Sanguines' weaknesses. They're compulsive talkers. They like to talk. I mean, that's my second one. I do like to talk. I do. They have a loud voice and a loud laugh. I know I got a loud laugh. My laugh is so bad that I remember I was doing a presentation and I got feedback at the end of the presentation. And a person was like, I hate her laugh. I couldn't believe it. I said, out of all the stuff I taught you within the last hour, the only thing you can say is you don't like the way I laugh. Yes. So you know a sanguine is in the house, probably just from their laugh. I don't think that's a weakness. It's part of their presence. It's not a weakness. For some people, they're too happy. I have been told that before too. Yeah, and you too cheerleadery and you're too happy. I'm like, don't tell me how to be. This is how God made me. So don't talk about. People think you're too happy. I've been told that. Yeah, you just happy all the time because I have a sanguine. I mean, I'm sanguine. I mean, what you want me to do? So we like to laugh, we like to play, we're happy all the time. At least we're perceived to be happy. I mean, we ain't happy all the time, but that's our perception. And people like being around you because of it. So it's a strength to me. You have restless energy. You seem restless. You can't just settle yourself down. Okay. To some people, you seem phony. To some people, you seem phony. Okay. And honestly, I can be phony. I can make a decision to be phony if I want to. And I mean, it's the same. I know, Marva. I know, Marva. I do. I'm sorry. I do. But it's all good. It comes with the territory. I'm used to it. I've had haters since I was a little girl, so I'm pretty used to it as an adult. But it's all good. Sanguines are disorganized. That's why I need outside organization. Like I need the fly lady and the clutter bug. I need all these people to tell me how to organize myself because I just need to organize. I had to hire a personal assistant. I have a personal assistant, and all she does is keep my butt organized. Okay. That's right, Marva. Come on, because Marva is a choleric like me. Come on, Marva. You better tell him. Tell him, Marva. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sanguines, they can be impulsive, not follow through, have trouble listening. They hate to be alone. They're very outgoing. Now, that's not me. My choleric in me is introverted, but my sanguine in me is very extroverted. So I'm an ambivert. I can do both. I can be by myself and I can be around people. It just depends on my mood. So, sanguines get angry easily. I mean, that's how I show up first. When I'm disappointed, I show up first angry. Some people show up first sad. My first instinct is always anger. Then it might turn into sadness. But my first instinct is always anger. So that's, yeah, we got to work on that. Sanguines make excuses. They're forgetful. They're undisciplined. And they can't say no. So sanguines is all over the place. They need some melancholy. Sanguines need a melancholy person, maybe somebody in life, a friend, a mother, something to help keep them on point. Because sanguines is not innate. It's not an innate thing for them to be on point. Like I have a personal assistant that's melancholy. I already know she got it in her. It might not be her first one, probably her second one. But my assistant is melancholy. I like that. I love melancholy people because they help keep me in order. Sanguines are weak-willed. It's like, oh my gosh, I know I gotta do this. Okay, do I have to do this? I say that all the time. I'd be like, oh my God, I don't want to do that. Oh my God. And they can be very insecure and lack self-esteem, and they interrupt people sometimes. They don't listen to nobody sometimes. That's gonna be a weakness of a sanguine. They want to be popular. They want to be popular. That goes with their need to have everybody like them. They dominate conversation. So sometimes you have a sanguine, you can't get a word in edgewise because they dominate the conversation. So just sanguines need to be mindful of their presence too and their airtime, because that could be off-putting, or you can seem like you know everything. They are cutting the grass outside. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear that. It's so loud. They forget obligations. So you have to charge it to their head, not their heart, because they forget. I know I forget stuff. I really don't. I really be trying not to forget stuff because people be so offended. Like if you forget people's names, oh my God, don't forget nobody's name. Oh, they get so offended. Oh, don't forget nobody's name. Okay, so I try really hard because I have a tendency to forget names. I just have a tendency to do that. And I don't mean to offend. They be like, that's not my name. I'll be like, okay, I'm sorry, dang, you know. But people get real offended over names. And so you just have to be extra diligent in some areas so you won't offend people. And you answer for other people, sanguines. You don't let people answer for themselves. Okay. So sanguines, let somebody else answer for themselves and let somebody else talk. Okay. All right, that's the weakness of the sanguine. All right, y'all. I just went over all four of them. What time is it? I'm a little over. But y'all, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that fun? So just a quick rundown. Clerics are leaders, and they're like fire, and they bring the summer. When they show up, they have a presence. And then you have the Phlagmatics. The Phlagmatics are very calm. They're like your little kitty cats. They're like just calm, and they're winter and water. And if you think about water, water is calming, So that's your phlegmatic, and they just cool. Like they wear their head cocked to the side and they just cross their arms. And, they dance like this. No, I'm just playing. But the phlegmatics, they like cool, you know what I'm saying? And they're leaders as well, just in a different way than the choleric, right? Then you have the melancholy. The melancholy is like earth, like grounding. They're the people who ground others. And they're like fall. They like the season of fall. Everything's falling down to the ground. Everything's cooled and getting balanced out. So melancholy, they are very like organized, on point, perfectionist, and very sensitive. They can sense things about other people. So they're grounding like the earth. And then lastly, you have sanguines. Sanguines are air and spring, and they're just like bubbles. Just think you blow bubbles. They're like balloons. You blow balloons. And who does not like bubbles and balloons? Only haters, right? So the sanguines are your bubbles and your balloons. They're the party. Like if you want to have fun, you call your sanguine friend. You call your sanguine friend when you want to have fun, because they exude fun. That's just who they are all day long. All right. And then between all four of these, you have two. You have your main one, which I hope you took the test. I hope you know your main one. And then you can kind of guess your second one. That's the thing about these. You can guess who's what. Unlike other personality tests, you got to take the test first. With this, you kind of can look at all the traits and say, that's Johnny. Or look at all the traits and say, that's my son. Or look at all the traits and say, that's my husband. So you can also can tell who has these traits, and use them with your kids. Like use them to understand your children. I don't care if your children are grown. Tell them to take the test so you all can have a good relationship as your children are like grown. All right. So we are on a series of personality. I'm going to find another personality test. We're going to take another one next week. How's that sound? We're going to take another one next week so you can better know yourself. And I'm excited to say that Success My Way Academy has an official open date. Success My Way Academy is opening up May 14th. So even if you've already been through the academy, you may want to go through the academy again, or you may want to invite somebody to the academy. It's only going to be 4 weeks this time, y'all. 4 weeks, because my schedule over the summer, y'all, is out of control. It's out of control. I got to do a lot of traveling. So I can only do, excuse me, Success My Way Academy for 4 weeks. So I'll take the 6 lessons and condense them into the 4 weeks. So if you want to take it again, or if you want to give somebody a Mother's Day present and pay for them to join the academy, please let me know. Please, please, please. You can sign up below in the description. Don't forget to join the Facebook group. In there, I give a whole bunch of nuggets. I'm actually going to put the link to this thing I've been reading about temperaments. I'm going to put this link in the Facebook group. So if you're in the Facebook group, you got access to all the goodies. So make sure you get into the Facebook group, okay? And lastly, I will be coming out with an e-course. The official launch of it is going to be my Vision and Goals e-course. It's going to teach you how to have vision and goals for yourself. It is coming out on June 25th. June 25th, I'm planning to launch my e-course. So we got a lot going on with Life Coach Lakisha. I hope you had a great time today. You know what I'm about to say. Y'all know what I'm about to say. It's Self-Love Saturday. Give yourself some love today. What are you going to do? I think today I'm going to spend a little QT with my hubby and make him take this test. I'm going to make my kids take this test today. Everybody going to be taking this test today. So what are you doing on Saturday? I hope you're relaxing. I hope you're doing something special for yourself. Make this day all about you, because you need at least one day a week when everything is about you. And let it be Self-Love Saturday. Thanks, Marva. Thanks, everybody. Hit that like button, and I will see you next week when we talk about another personality test. All right? Talk to you later. Bye, friends.